Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here, and we are back with another preview or review. I don't know what you want to call it, but what I'm going to be doing is sort of reviewing the British Touring Car Championship so far this year, and just talking about what I really thought of it, and you know, have I enjoyed it, have I not enjoyed it, and yeah, I also really do want to see your comments in the comment section. That would be really awesome as well. But let's have a quick look at the standings so far in the championship, and the championship leader, Matt Neal, the 3-times champion, is leading on 224 points. He hasn't been necessarily the fastest driver out there, but he's been consistent. Apart from the first race of the season at Brands Hatch, where obviously they had to put in the pits and have problems, he hasn't finished outside the top 6. And that's only on one occasion. Apart from that, he's finished inside the top 4 every single race this year. And that shows you one absolutely amazing driver Matt Neal is not finishing outside the top 4, you know, except from 2 rounds. That's kind of crazy about how consistent Matt Neal is, and shows how fast and consistent he is. He might not be as fast as, you know, his teammate at the moment, but you know, his teammate's not been anywhere near as consistent. You know, maybe that might be down to car problems or whatever. He's not been consistent. So in second position, Andrew Jordan on 205 points, having a great year. He's by far his best year in British Touring Cars, taking the fight to the Works Hondas, and by far ahead of the MGs, who seem a bit lackluster this year. And I don't really see Jason Plato or Sam Tordoff really going for the championship this year. Gordon Shedden is in 4th. Sorry, no, Jason Plato is in 3rd with 188 points. Gordon Shedden is also 188 points in 4th. Colin Turkington is also another person I can see going for the championship. He's coming 4th in the last couple of races, and now is only 40 points behind the leading Matt Neal Honda, and you know, only about 20 points behind Andrew Jordan. So watch out for Colin Turkington. He's really coming on a charge the last couple of rounds. Sam Tordoff having a good year, good first year in touring cars. He obviously did do a couple of races back a couple of years ago. I can't remember for what team. I think it was in a Vauxhall Vector. He did a couple of rounds. But he's doing a good season so far, and you know, he's having a good year, keeping it up there. You know, he's not that many points behind his teammate, who's by far more experienced. Adam Morgan's having a good year. He's got a podium, which showing he's good and fast, and he's having a good year, and he's very consistent. A couple of retirements, but he's in the points most weekends and pretty much every single race except from the last round in Croft. He's got points. Jeff Smith's having a good year as well, except from one round in Alton Park. He's had points in every round. Tonslow Cole has been pretty consistent and well. Only 2 sort of races without points. Dave Newsham, by far the best Toyota in my opinion. He's by far the fastest driver in a Toyota, but that's my personal opinion. Adam Morgan's also good, but I think Dave Newsham is the faster driver, and probably in not such a good team. Aaron Smith is in 11th, being consistent results as well. He's ahead of his more experienced teammate Mac Jackson. Nick Foster in 13th, having a good year. Rob Austin had a podium at the start of the year, having a bit of bad luck since. I think Rob Austin is a very talented racing driver and just hasn't had the results. But Rob Austin is ahead of Rob Collard, who Rob Collard's having a bit of a shocker this year. A bit disappointing for him, but we all know Rob Collard's a very feisty, very fast racing driver, and be up there very soon. And probably will get podium shortly, I'm sure about that. He hasn't got one so far, which is a bit disappointing, but I'm sure he will soon. Raffle, not having a very good year, but he's a fast driver, we know that. Daniel Welch, a very fast driver, but just not having the reliability or the luck this year, which is sad to see. Will Bratt having a pretty decent year. He's got a 6th place finish in Alton Park, which is good for him. He's, you know, picking up the results this year and isn't too far off his more experienced teammate Rob Austin. Jack Goff is in 19th position. James Cole, who's now left the British Touring Cars, was in 20th. Michael Caine, returning to the British Touring Cars, is in 21st. Ollie Jackson 22nd. Liam Griffin 23rd. James Kay 24th. Warren Scott 25th. David Nye 26th. Lee Wood 27th. 28th. Jake Hill 29th. Joe Gerlin, and 30th is Aaron Mason. I can't even remember Aaron Mason racing. But anyway, Howard Fuller and Chris Stockton and Andy Neat are all scheduled to race, but they haven't been out so far this season. But it has been a really good year. if I had to put money on anybody winning the championship, it probably would be Matt Neal. I've always been quite a bit of a Matt Neal fan, so I think he's got a good chance of the championship as well. But we'll see. It should be a good race and a good sort of end to the year, and should be lots of great racing. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day. It's been Alex. I'm out of here. Goodbye.